home ownership is the American dream, and Camdentown Flats is the housing model of the future, especially in urban neighborhoods where you're trying to protect culture, but at the same time improve and inspire. It's really housing development that brings together technology and thinks about sensories. Things like Beat speakers in the walls and 3M's sound dampening insulation to help mitigate some of the challenges of, look, I'm tired, bro, we turn it down. Instead of just typical white cabinets, our cabinets are gonna have a color that is really based on spices from West Africa. These reds and oranges and yellows. But then more broadly, I think about education and wealth building. And so for me, it's about how do you leave a blueprint and an example that many generations can just plug in and follow. Started in the South. I worked on drywall trucks, dad, uncle, family. And then I bought my first house when I was 21 years old. Fixed it up every day after work. And that led to building desks, bookshelves, things like that. And that business just grew from remodeling kitchens to basements and bathrooms, additions, and then boom, building whole custom homes in Brooklyn Park. I remodeled probably 30, 40, actually constructed and built about 25. At a baseline, it's important for every person to have a place that they feel safe and reflected in. I just fell in love with the building the first time I saw it, even though it was aesthetically a mess. I knew I had great potential. The past 10 years, the space has always been really about community at the heart. Our most recent development was a complete renovation of our existing space to create room for the first ever Get Down Cafe. So those three parts of the business, coffee, retail, and barbering, all lived under one roof. And we constructed a new barbershop on what was the patio. You have to build culturally relevant environments and communities where people who actually have been enduring all this stuff are at the heart of the design of neighborhoods and outcomes. What I hope to see is a Main Street develop that people from all over the state want to come to. That's where you want to live, that's where you want to raise your family, that's where you want to build your business. How I'm trying to achieve it, and what I think the business model of the future is for community development is culture plus capacity. In a time like this, when there was so much riding on our response collectively, we leaned in and we got brave enough to do something small together to prove that it's possible. And I hope that the project is kind of a beacon to how you do community development different.